went in your house and got a gun, and you followed me and you spit in my face, and you followed me all the way out to the traditional public sidewalk, public property, where you brandished that firearm, and I'm talking about having it brandished in your hand in public when there is no threat. In that case, would you turn yourself in for the crime you committed, or would you try to start executing a cover-up with your buddies?
Well, everything comes down to perception, correct? And the way it's viewed is, what was the perception of that person at that time, and did he feel threatened? And maybe the people that showed up weren't necessarily in a threatening manner at that time, but their backstory, and I can tell you that person may have felt threatened based on a lot of negative comments online and took certain actions to protect himself and his family. Whether that was lawful or not is still under investigation.
Well, I disagree with you. I think you started that off something along the lines of all things are perception or something, and then you went into how that guy might be in fear and stuff, but I disagree. I think all things should be...
I'm just saying what his, looking at that incident through his lens, that's what he's viewing it as.
No, I understand that. We all have our own perspective, but here's the thing, I'm scared shitless of government. If the standard is how we feel, I feel shitless of government, but we ain't arresting people in government because I feel like they're threatening me. And when you talk about the history there, if I'm the person coming up to your house and you and I have history, and the history is that I've never done anything violent against you, but you've done things of violence against me, then it shouldn't really mitigate the reaction in terms of you feeling threatened if you're a normal kind of person. Now, maybe you have a mental illness, maybe you're super sensitive because of your job or things like that. There could be mitigating factors, but the reality doesn't change that, hey, if somebody else, because, if somebody else threatened you and it wasn't me, I shouldn't be punished for the way you feel associating somebody else's threat to me because I didn't do the threat. Sean Paul Reyes didn't do any threatening. So, it sounds like it's a nice effort at trying to make an excuse why a terrorist shouldn't be held to the accountability of a terrorist. And by the way, I'm talking about terrorism, threats and or violence, especially against civilians for a political purpose.